Kamakura is probably one of the most hyped up places on TikTok that you may want to visit. It's a coastal town perfect for day trips, and today that's where we will be going. I've been looking quite forward to this trip and have decided to rate everything we did and everywhere we managed to visit on this day. So come along with us as we take you to spend the day at Kamakura with us. We made it to Kamakura. It's scorching hot, guys. It indicated it was a typhoon, or what?
Certain parts of, yeah.
It's really, really hot. But yes, we made it to Kamakura and I'm very excited to show you guys around. The first stop is actually a temple called Hasadera. Let's go! There's a lot of like knick-knack shops here, a lot of like pottery shops, and also a lot of cafes, surprisingly. So apparently the Great Buddha statue and the Hasadera temple that we both wanted to go to are in the same area. You see it right in front of us. It's really close by, guys. So we made it to our first stop, Hasadera temple. If you're not interested in religion-related or traditional attractions, it might be hard to enjoy Kamakura. In Kamakura, they're known for their temples and heritage here. However, from what I'm experiencing in Hasadera, I think it is still worth a visit because it is so beautiful here, you guys. Apparently, you need to pay for tickets to enter Hasadera, so it's like 400 yen each. And when you enter, it's kind of like this beautiful garden area. I thought it would be like a temple place, but it's like a temple within this beautiful garden. And it's really, really nice here. There's like a pond, there's koi fishes, absolutely stunning. There's so many nature spots in Kamakura in general, but they've got a little garden here. It is so peaceful and I believe it's worth roaming around. When we visited Hasadera temple in Kamakura, I was honestly blown away by how peaceful and beautiful everything was. One of the first things we saw were obviously the Buddha statues that were carved out perfectly. It felt so serene in there and we wandered around through the garden. And there's even this observation deck where you can see a gorgeous view of the Kamakura coastline. There was like this cave that I didn't vlog, which was super cool. It's kind of eerie but calming at the same time, with little carvings of like gods inside. It's such a special place. Honestly, it's one of those temples that has a bit of everything: history, nature, and a sense of calm. So I think you guys will like it. So personally, I would rate this place a 10 out of 10 and I would really recommend you guys to visit here for a chill experience or a chill start to the morning. The next spot we visited was a random cafe along the street called Uni Coffee Roastery. The summer heat was getting a little intense and Rich was not having it, so we made a quick visit to cool down. Kamakura actually has a lot of cafes you can find online, so I don't think you necessarily have to come here. I give this place a 6 out of 10. Rich randomly made a detour into a cafe because he just could not stand the heat and he got himself like a mint choco crepe. Now we're done and we're heading to the next destination, which is the Great Buddha statue. We have arrived at our third stop, which is visiting the Great Buddha statue in Kamakura, another well-known attraction here. Comparing to Hasadera temple previously, this one doesn't give off much of a garden experience, so there isn't a lot of things to see nor do here. However, I still find seeing this place in real life such a surreal experience. Seeing this in person is much more impressive than in the pictures. The statue is quite big and over 13 meters tall. Oh my god, it's so hot. I'm under the shade. We made it to the Great Buddha statue and right now I'm just hiding from the sun. Fun fact about this place is there used to be temples here, you know, along with this big statue, but then throughout the years the tsunami and the natural disasters kept destroying the temples except for this statue, so it has been here and now they just, you know, kept the statue here without a temple, which is quite interesting. One thing I must say is that this place definitely has a lot more souvenir stores if you'd like to buy something. They've got a lot of cute little charms, snacks, and the most popular one on TikTok is this lollipop candy if you'd like to try. Anyway, I really enjoyed this place, but after considering other factors, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. We are leaving the Great Buddha statue right now. I just bought 2 souvenirs. One of it was like a storybook and the other one was a little charm. We just got off the train at our next stop. This is Ina Muragasaki station and we're on our way to this cafe called Cafe Yoridokoro. I hope it's not full because we want the seating by the windows where you can see the train passing by. We haven't had our lunch yet. It's already 3:10 p.m. so we will be grabbing some food before we head off to another spot. I think they sell like fish and traditional like Japanese dishes there, so I can't wait to try it. It's very quiet, very peaceful walk. Cafe Yoridokoro is located in a quiet area and though they didn't feel overwhelmingly busy, you can definitely tell it is popular. It's this cozy little cafe with a super laid back vibe, and the best part, if you get a good seat by the window or outside, you get to enjoy your meal while watching the train pass by. Since this place is popular for their fish, we ordered their fish set, which was simple but so good. I was surprised they gave you a little DIY experience where you had to separate the egg yolk and whisk the egg white until it's frothy.
You gotta separate the yolk and the oil, right?
Oh, you're so good!
This is how you normally separate the yolk. Right here, and white.
It's floating.
Okay.
Once the meal is served, you have to place the frothy egg white on the rice, make a hole in the middle, and pour the egg yolk in before adding their special sauce and mixing it together. The rice, grilled fish, and miso soup were so fresh, and it felt like a proper Japanese home-style meal. This meal was honestly a little bit on the pricier end, but if you ever come to Kamakura, I still feel you have to check it out. It's the perfect spot to slow down and experience a hearty meal. Last but not least, we also made a stop at Shiigama Beach, which is supposed to be one of the best beaches in Kamakura. The view of the ocean with Enoshima Island in the distance is really nice, and if you're lucky, you can even see Mount Fuji on a clear day. The vibe there is chill with a lot of locals surfing or just hanging out by the shore. It's got that laid-back coastal feel, and it's easy to see why people love it for sunset.
It smells so salty.
But honestly, maybe I had my expectations too high because of all the TikTok hype.
We made it to the beach.
It's just not as breathtaking as I thought it would be. The beach itself looked a little dull up close, though I'm not sure if it's due to the weather. It's just not exactly the kind of beach I'd feel like lounging around on. It's more for the vibe than a proper beach day. I'm glad we still checked it out, but I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Apparently this is the famous train station. It's called the Kamakura Kokomae station. Yeah, this is where the famous slam dunk anime reference, like this specific train station. Therefore, it became like a very popular tourist attraction. But in my opinion, it's a little bit overrated because there's just too many people and you're not allowed to go on the road to take photos.
As the sun slowly started to set, we made our way back to the main train station, and these croquettes caught Rich's attention. They look so good, honestly, and I really enjoyed that little snack. Once we were done eating, we were about to head back to Tokyo. However, we made a pit stop at Yokohama for dinner instead.
Hello everyone, we are now at Yokohama. So we have a change of plans. So initially we wanted to go to Enoshima Island, but then it was getting late and we felt like most of the shops are closed by the time we arrived, because we still have to take the bus after taking the train and everything. So I'm like, okay, you know what, let's not go to Enoshima Island from Kamakura. Instead we headed back, and on the way we just dropped off at Yokohama, which is one of the places I really wanted to visit. Yokohama is known for their pier called Minato Mirai, and they have a theme park here called Cosmo World, which we will not be going, by the way. We're just going to take a look around. So we'll see how it goes, and then afterwards we're gonna head back home because tomorrow we're going to Disney. Yay! We're gonna head to Disney Sea. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was getting a little late, so there wasn't much to do and a lot of the stores were closing. But we managed to see this iconic Ferris wheel, so I was satisfied. In the end, we went to a shopping mall nearby and tried to look for something to eat. At first, we didn't know what to look for. However, we managed to find this little food court right downstairs, and they had this ramen shop that we ordered from. There wasn't a lot on the menu. However, I do feel like the ramen is really good. But at the same time, we're in Japan, you know, what could go wrong with ramen in Japan? So this is basically how we ended our night, with 2 delicious bowl of ramen each. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next vlog in Disney Sea Tokyo. Please subscribe if you're interested in watching my next vlog. Bye!